Good morning and happy Saturday morning to you on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Coming at you this morning because, obviously a lot of things are different in our world right now, in our life. And normally on a day like today, Saturday before Easter, it is common that people will want to do home improvements, want to do things around their house. And I understand every state is a little bit different. You may be surprised to know, which I know many of you are in Michigan, big box stores like Lowe's and Home Depot can't even sell home improvement stuff right now. They can't sell paint. They can't sell gardening equipment. It's pretty crazy. So we've been doing a lot of thinking. Obviously, we've got a lot of extra time on our hands. And since we know this time of year, we get a lot of people that reach out to us about, hey, I was thinking about doing this around the house, or I was thinking about doing that. What do you think? Or can you come out to my house and give me some suggestions on things that I can do? Well, we know this time we're flooded with those types of calls. I mean, probably like dozens a week, I would say, of people saying, oh, what can we do around the house? What are some things I can do to improve the value? And of course, now would be a good time to do it, especially on some of the days where we have nicer weather. Of course, as I mentioned, we're a little limited with what we can do because some of the stores, if you go to Lowe's or Home Depot, at least in Michigan, you can't even access garden equipment or paint or things like that. So I hope many of you are shopping local. Well, anyways, we've been kind of collecting our thoughts because so many people normally would reach out to us in a time like this and say, hey, what can we do to get our house ready for sale? Or even just, hey, I'm not interested in selling, but I'm thinking about painting my home this color. What are your thoughts on this particular color? Or what do you think about replacing my appliances? Or what do you think about, replacing this furniture? Not necessarily from a standpoint of, I want to sell, but just I want to make some improvements to my home and maybe add some value to my house. So because we're flooded with calls like these that require us to go out and meet with people, obviously we can't do that now. So we've been thinking, okay, since we know this time of year, we're going to get those calls anyways. What are some things that we can do to provide value to our clients and not charge them anything? And even people that aren't our clients. I mean, some of you, you may be not even anywhere near thinking of buying or selling, but you have questions on what you can do if you're thinking about making home improvements, what you should do. So we've been working on something. And one of our biggest concerns when people make home improvements is they think they're going to get a return. For instance, you take like a roof of a house. You know that if you replace the roof of your house, you're only going to get about 62% return on that investment. Did you know that if you replace your appliances, you're only going to get about a 27% return on those? So we get questions all the time from people. Hey, I'd love to have you out and talk about maybe listing our house for sale, but we're going to make some improvements first. And we'll ask the question, well, what improvements are you planning on doing? Well, we want to remodel the bathroom and we want to finish the basement. Okay, about how much do you plan on spending on remodeling the bathroom and finishing the basement? Between the two of them, probably $35,000, $38,000. Well, if you knew you were only going to get, say, 12 or 15 of that back, would you still make that improvement? Oh, gosh, no. No, we're not going to spend $35,000 to finish our basement and remodel a bathroom if we're not going to get our money back. Well, imagine how many people make those types of improvements thinking that they're going to get a return. And so we've created a service. It's totally free for anyone. You don't have to even be a client. You don't have to consider selling. You don't have to consider buying. We don't care. Quite honestly, I hate to say it, we just got extra time on our hands right now. In the state of Michigan, real estate agents are deemed non-essential. So we thought about, all right, how can we take our knowledge of what we do every day and get it out to the public to take advantage of at absolutely no cost? And how can we provide something of value and not expect anything in return, right? Because that's the key. You can't do something nice and then expect things in return. That's just not the way it's supposed to work. So we thought about, all right, right now people would be calling us out to their house to give us suggestions of things they can do, or even just calling our office and saying, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, I'm thinking about doing that. What do you think? Do you think I need to replace the deck? Do you think I need to put a patio in? So we've made it easier on everybody. I introduced to you for the first time ImproveMyShelter.com. ImproveMyShelter.com. It's totally free. No obligations, no strings attached. This is not a sales pitch. This is not something to get you to be even a client. You can take advantage of this regardless of what you plan on doing, whatever home improvement you plan on making, hey, thanks for joining us. If you're joining us from Michigan, tell us where you're at, and if you're not from Michigan, if you're outside of Michigan, you're on here today, go ahead and just drop in the comments where you're coming from. So I started off by saying, since obviously there's more of you on now, we're a little limited as to what stores we can shop at, right? People have this misconception that, oh, I can't buy paint right now, I can't improve my home, because in the state of Michigan, the governor's order says that stores like Home Depot and Lowe's can't sell paint, can't sell garden equipment, can't sell mulch. The whole gardening centers are closed. However, you can go shop the local stores, right? Your local Ace Hardware type stores. And those all have paint. Obviously, you can have stuff delivered to you. All right, thanks for chiming in, guys. So you can have stuff delivered to you from the big box stores. You might not be able to buy it. So regardless, if you are going to be in the mode of doing some home improvements this weekend, next weekend, and you live in Michigan, we're offering a service to you free of charge. It's called ImproveMyShelter.com. ImproveMyShelter.com. Don't leave now. I'll tell you about it in a second, then you can go check it out later. Basically, we don't want consumers making improvements to their home that they think they're going to get a 100% return on. In fact, did you know that we have a list of about 35 to 40 things you can do to improve your home? And on that list of, let's just say 50, I'll use a round number. On that list of 50 home improvements, there's only like 6 that actually get you at least a 100% return on your improvement. Did you know that out of 50 things you can do, only 6 will get you an actual 100% return or more? So we put together ImproveMyShelter.com, so that way now we would normally be going to people's houses and saying, yep, do this, paint this, that color, don't replace the appliances, get rid of that microwave off the counter, paint the garage floor, right? We would normally be making these recommendations in person. Now we're going to be making them virtually, no strings attached. No obligation. It's ImproveMyShelter.com. We will give you all the suggestions. I mean, it's going to start getting nice. I mean, granted, it's a little chilly today in Michigan, but it's a beautiful day, and it's going to start getting nicer. And you can still buy these home improvement things from smaller stores or have them dropped off to your house. But if you check out ImproveMyShelter.com, I think you'll be pleased with what we put together. Again, there's no cost, no obligation. You don't have to be a past client. You don't even have to be a future client. You can use this service totally free. We've been trained by our in-house stager. We study the National Association of Home Builders data that comes out every quarter on home improvements, and this is for people that are going to be making some improvements around your house. I know that you might be a little bored in the house right now, and you're looking around saying, gosh, I really wish we had a finished basement. This would be an opportune time to finish our basement. What's up, Jeff? This would be an opportune time to paint this room. This would be an opportune time to maybe replace the roof or replace the AC unit. I wouldn't make a single improvement to your home until you utilize ImproveMyShelter.com. You'd be making a mistake if you did. Out of 50 home improvements, only 6 will give you a 100% or more return. So utilize this service. It's free. Take advantage of it. You're either going to get myself or one of our trained experts on home improvement, home staging, and most importantly, knowing what is going to get you a return on your investment. That's our most important thing right now. And quite honestly, as I said earlier, we've got time on our hands. We got time to do this. Hey, what's up, Nicole? We were thinking, okay, well, normally our agents would be going on appointments in the afternoon, or our agents would be fielding calls or hosting open houses. What can we do with all this extra time we have with realtors? What's up, Tracy? Good to see you. What is all this extra time? What can we do with this extra time? So we put our thoughts together and we created ImproveMyShelter.com. Something totally free, no obligation. You don't have to be a past client. You don't have to be a future client. Utilize the service, but don't make another home improvement until you get our advice. I promise you, we are here to give you free advice, free value. What's going on, Greg? Hey, Wendy. I don't want you making another improvement that you're not going to get a return on. So check it out. Again, last time, it's ImproveMyShelter.com, ImproveMyShelter.com. Totally free. Take advantage of it before you make another improvement. Have a good Saturday. See you guys.